to thank you and John Carpenter, Deborah Hill, because if it wasn't for you and many others making these films, there would be no Midnight Madness program.
Yeah, far out. Exactly.
I usually welcome people to Midnight Madness, but you are Midnight Madness.
I like that. Thank you. Hi.
Initially, you're going to feel like, oh, we've dialed things down a bit, but just you wait. This turns right back to 11 by the time the credits roll. So, to begin, I'd like to acknowledge that tonight's events are taking place on the treaty territory of Mississaugas of the First Credit Nation and the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee, the Anishinaabe, and the Huron-Wendat. We are grateful to have the opportunity to work with the community each and every day, every night here. People's Choice Midnight Madness Award. Do not forget that. Do not forget to vote. TIFF.net/vote. It's one of 10 films, and you have the chance to decide whether this film also repeats the festival, which is awesome for people who aren't able to see it tonight. I would also like to remind everyone to thank Spinach for making this night extra mad, and a big thank you to Protagonist Pictures for providing us this film, and the British Film Council for their generous support. That there's been a filmmaker in this audience each and every night. His movie is playing tomorrow night. Keith Thomas, the director of The Vigil, has been watching Midnight Madness movies with you all night. Please check out his movie tomorrow night at midnight. But tonight we really are into something special. And this was a movie that when we watched it at the TIFF team, we got a whole group, we sat in there and we were really transfixed by the spell of the film. And there's a moment in the movie where the air just rushed out of the room, and at that moment I wanted to hear the same air rush out of all of you guys. So get ready for St. Maud, but first let's meet its maker, Rose Glass! Rose, you've got your cast of producers with you. Would you like to introduce them as well?
Hi everyone, it's my beautiful cast. Jennifer Ehle, I'm Morfydd Clark. Thank you so much for having us. We're incredibly excited. It's slightly terrifying. I really hope you enjoyed the film. Thank you.
These characters are so vividly drawn, and I want to know what inspired those characters. When you were sort of coming up with, where did they come from? Both Maud and Amanda.
My brain.
Your brain. That's where things come from. But I thought what was interesting specifically about Maud's character is that she's a new convert. I found that element really interesting, that idea that she's someone who's gone through a problem, a trauma, and this has been her solution. And that's, I find a really interesting place for the characters. So I'd love to hear both from Morfydd and Rose.
Very good.
Thanks.
Very good. Yeah, I thought it was, I don't know, personally, I've grown up with kind of religion around the Catholic school and all this kind of stuff, and so it's never been an especially sort of like big thing for me. I found it quite easy sort of growing up and able to sort of be like, oh, I can go and do my own thing now, fine. And I just thought somebody discovering their faith for themselves later in their life, for me that resonated more with somebody who would kind of cling to it, that extra kind of, it would have this, she sort of created her own faith. I guess. It's sort of, I don't know, Maud's version of faith is it's kind of like a weird, messed up sort of version of self-care in a way, I suppose. It's sort of, she's don't know, she's kind of using it to hold herself together. And I didn't feel like that would be something which, I think originally in some versions it kind of starts off, you'd have flashbacks, and she went to kind of like a convent school and her nuns everywhere, and now she's so traumatized, and it just didn't really kind of, that wasn't really sort of where we were coming from with it.
No, I find that really interesting that it was something that sort of sprung from her brand too. What was your first impressions reading this material to the cast? I'd love to know like what drew you, what sort of struck you about the character at first glance?
I think that MAUD is like my ultimate fear. Being like lonely, and so it was like, I think that, but also just, I have lots of my family who work in the NHS, and it's bad for them at the moment. So I think I just felt a huge amount of empathy for her, and horror.
I mean, your whole body contorts in so much horror. There's so many scenes where, Rose, you've just got the camera on her as something's turning in there, and just what was it like filming those close-ups, in particular those close-ups? What was that like?
Particularly the close-ups?
Yeah, because they're really, really arresting.
Yeah, I got right up in there, I guess. But I didn't really do that. I didn't tell her, kind of like, yeah, it's very quiet. I mean, it was very fun to film. It basically seemed, God, sorry. Probably seems like a bit big, but we actually had a lot of fun making it. It was a very nice, enjoyable experience, to be honest with you. I mean, all those kind of close-ups, obviously very much wanted the audience to kind of feel like you're very much like plugged right in Maud's, got a front seat to Maud's experience. We didn't want us to just be a kind of like sort of watching at a distance of this weird girl doing weird stuff. I kind of wanted people to hopefully be in there kind of realizing, oh, okay, maybe I actually sort of understand what she's going through actually, or hopefully there's kind of slightly universal stuff in there, despite her actions obviously being very extreme, like they're motivated by quite universal sort of things. And I guess we needed a certain level of intimacy visually.
There's a few sneaky VFX in the close-ups as well.
Yeah, those close-ups, that one too.
Those close-ups. Yeah. No. I mean, there's a whole taxonomy of just really impressive. I mean, and those close-ups kind of sort of, make me think of Passion of Joan of Arc and Dreyer and stuff like that. Was that an influence?
Yeah, totally. I mean, that was a beautiful film, and it's obviously certainly kind of in some of the sort of visual language we use was totally provided some inspiration. Yes.
Now, before I throw to the audience, Jennifer, I mean, I don't even know how to describe the scene. I think everyone is guessing what I'm talking about, but that, where you transform, what was that?
There were no visual effects.
Actually, it is quite scary without the visual effects, I will say. We looked at that for months with nothing. We were like, Jesus.
Check out our makeup artist.
It's such an interesting sequence because there's an underlying surrealism and ambiguity to how the movie shifts between Maud's perspective and vision of the world. As an actress playing that sequence or that scene, how did you approach it? And with the emotions of that sequence, what was sort of your approach for that scene?
I guess it just was like any other scene.
Yeah.
I mean, we just did it, I guess.
To be honest, I find it quite funny because obviously the conversation leading up to your sort of demonic reveal, it's kind of, we're sort of talking about having this quite sort of intimate scene. And then when it came to shoot that bit, where it was quite fun, when Jennifer turned to me, was like, so just demonic. Yeah, that would be great. All right, okay.
Sometimes it's just that simple. Yeah, right there.
Congratulations with the tension of the film. I have to keep my shirt like held up to my mouth to try and fail at some girlish screams again. I really want to know, referring to the two actresses, this is a real kind of tour de force, two-woman show going on here. How did you get inside the tragic head of your character, and how did you get into the absolute basket case of your character throughout the course of the film?
I don't know, it was surprisingly easy, which worries me. I think it just, I don't know, I think the script was really good, and that made it quite easy, but I just thought about being lonely a lot. That was just the main thing that jumps out at me. She's so, and that's why I love the close-up shots of her, because nobody else is looking at her, only us. And yes, it was really just thinking about loneliness, so I felt a bit weird the whole time, but yeah.
It was just really fun. It was just really fun.
Right there.
I want to ask about the Latin thing. Did you write the Latin in the script, or?
Well, it's actually Welsh. It's my voice taken down. Welsh, yeah. Yeah, it's me. And one of the reasons that I really like that we did that is because I don't have lots of connection with religion really, but I went to Welsh language school and we would do prayers in Welsh. And I was like, if I was to have a connection to God, he would speak Welsh to me. So, yeah.
I can see why you're so afraid. Yes, right there.
That's going back to my question. Were you raised in a Christian household or religion?
Well,
My mum and dad were either. No, I mean, went to a Catholic school, and there were nuns there a bit. But dad's a vicar, mum's dad's a church warden. It's church. No, it wasn't an extreme religious upbringing at all. But like I said, sort of, went to church on special occasions, went to mass at school, said prayers, so it was all kind of familiar and around. So I guess it's always been something I kind of was interested in. And I think probably as I got a bit older and started to kind of think about it a bit more, because I think when you're little and it's just a thing, like you say prayers at school, you just kind of go along with it, this is fine. Seems a bit weird. And then, I don't know, as I got a bit older, it was quite interesting going to church, usually just like Christmas or Easter or something, suddenly sort of taking a step back and actually listening to the words of what you're saying. And my grandpa just very sensible, and kind of English people kind of saying that, all this like really intense, like guilt-ridden words, really, that are very kind of, and I thought that kind of contrast between.
No,
Interesting.
no, absolutely terrific. Right there.
The palette and color was really particular. Were you more inspired with Blake's work and his color choices and palette? Or were you more inspired by the landscape?
The questions about the color palette in the film and whether the influences, whether they were Blake's work.
Yeah, so I think actually with sort of costume and makeup, we certainly sort of looked at we had a lot of Blake images up around the place, so yeah, that's cool that came out.
Giulietto, our makeup artist, always used to say that you had very Blakean hair. So, yeah. So, there was definitely a bit of that. I mean, obviously it's a heavy theme in the film, yeah.
Back there.
I really got the sense that, I know it was an iconic figure in her world. What do you think is the connection between celebrity culture and sainthood?
Oh, the idea is about the connection between celebrity culture and sainthood.
Well, I do think you're allowed to be eccentric as a celebrity, and kind of, you see that Amanda's suffering with depression, and that's kind of seen as interesting and stuff, whereas when Maud's struggling in work, obviously, it was just like, oh God, annoying. And so I think it's definitely, I don't think I'm answering the question, I'm just saying something I think.
It is an interesting observation in many ways. What Maud does in this movie is, in a sense, her expression.
Yeah,
it's almost art.
I guess in her own sort of weird way, she's kind of reaching for a kind of celebrity, or kind of a sense of being, seen by people and feeling elevated and sort of powerful and respected. And in a way, I guess that's, it's kind of quite cool to say more. I guess she's this kind of ultimately like lonely, alienated person who wants to be seen and elevated. And I guess, in her own weird way, she went down the saintly route instead of the celebrity. But I guess it's barking up the same tree.
We're gonna go 1 and 2, right there, and then you.
Did you do anything special or specific to the character role? Because some of the scenes were so intense.
I just thought about it all the time, and I think I live in London, and just loneliness is all around. Like, you just get on a tube and just look around you, and everyone looks so tired and worn out, and I just kind of just imagined her just going through this world and nobody noticing, and her crumbling, and Yeah, it was really just that. I think that the character was so clear from the script to me that it really just was a thing of just getting in there and doing it. But yeah, I think that was the main thing.
You sort of touched on them, but I was wondering from the writing and the actresses, how do you think class fits in this?
How do you think class sort of fits into this story?
I guess Morfydd sort of touched on it a little bit already, and that just sort of the different attitude, because I mean it's sort of implied that, you know, Amanda's come from kind of a certain kind of background and Maud's kind of a different one, and that potentially in the kind of status that Amanda has, I don't know, she has more of a platform for her emotions and to kind of express herself and sort of talk about like the darker things in her mind and whatever, and has lovely audiences to listen to it or whatever, whereas Maud is kind of, come on, she like sort herself out.
But she's also either a pet or the butt of a joke. She can never be an equal to Amanda within that house. So I think it is very relevant. And I think also the fact that she was a nurse before, like, they're not paid enough for what they do, they're not respected enough. And I think that was probably a huge part of what led her down this road where this all happens.
Two more questions.
Go ahead. I mean, the British, we are obsessed with class. I mean, like, so any British movie has got class written in there somewhere, but I think having you be American was quite an interesting way of kind of slightly cutting out of that and that sort of traditional British, because we had conversations at the beginning about whether you do it in an English accent or keep an American accent.
Yes, but I mean, Amanda has power. I mean, she's paying. You know, she is. Yes, I mean, I think she's always been in a position of power, and I think she's always slightly abused it. And but she can make her own choices and do what she wants, which I don't think more.
She has agency.
She has agency. Yeah.
Right at the back there, and then we're going to go over there. Yes, you, pointing to yourself.
Could you talk a little bit about the location and how you picked that particular town to tell the story?
Yeah, sure. It's so pretty much all the interiors we shot in a house in North London, but then the exteriors were all in Scarborough, which is in Yorkshire, I think it was. And Oliver and I kind of a good couple of years before we shot, kind of did a recce, kind of like driving all around every coast and.
Yeah, we went looking for a seaside town that was the every seaside town in the UK, and we did a sort of zigzag drive from Blackpool over to Scarborough, back over to London. Now, yeah, we were almost in Wales. We went all over the place, but it was quite important to us that it wasn't a specific town, that this story could happen anywhere. And kept the resonance as broad as possible. So.
I think we were going to shoot everything up near Scarborough at one point. And then we found a house that was 20 minutes from our house. It was too convenient.
Yeah, can't beat that.
It was a really good house.
Did anyone stop, like, how guerrilla did you shoot some of those scenes in public, like on the beach, for instance?
Fully licensed.
Yeah. Perfect producer answer, thank you. Right over there.
Just so we can all sleep tonight. Was the demon always there, or did it kind of sneak in whenever MAUD was at a really low point and she was weak after the trauma?
I think.
That's up to you.
Yeah, I think the ambiguity is one that should be preserved, and we don't want you to sleep tonight. I'm sorry.